collaborate on ideas, and once we collaborate on ideas, we can see which way to go. That
Yeah.
was my idea. That was my idea. I don't know what you feel, KJ.
Yeah, I mean, I totally love the idea. Iko sawa.
Yeah. So because
I
at the end
mean,
of the day, it's all about. Go on.
you actually bought that umeleta hiyo issue ya ku broadcast. Some of them peleke hata YouTube, si ndio?
Yeah, yeah, ndio YouTube, Twitter, and even on LinkedIn na pia Twitch TV.
Wow. Hata nilikuwa na show Jonte, nilikuwa
Yeah,
na show like he needs also to be so much active on social media but not that active. Ni ile like unajua social media inasaidia sana ku bring awareness about
yeah, for real.
nini.
Mm,
Yeah, so hata akifanyia podcast anaweza kuwa anatuma hizo links zake huko.
mm. Alafu mimi nimejaribu kwa nikituma nini kwa Twitter naona I think Twitter works. Twitter helps. Na hata kama sio Twitter pekee, Twitter and Facebook zinasaidia sana. Sijui kama uko na page ya Facebook pia?
Okay, I'm not so much active on Facebook,
Yeah.
but I'm active on Instagram.
Oh, okay. So I think IG pia works, but penye naonanga watu wake engage sana ni Twitter. You know, Twitter is like everything goes on Twitter. So naonanga ikiwa more relatable for guys to who like listening to podcast are finding it on Twitter. Alafu kuna hiki tunaitwa Twitter Spaces. We can also try Twitter Spaces sometimes because Twitter Spaces is also for audio.
Twitter what?
Twitter Spaces.
Oh, I'm quite new to Twitter.
Oh,
No.
okay. But apart from that, we also do have the Podbean. Do you know about Podbean?
It's an app, ama?
Podbean. Yeah, it's an
Oh
app
yeah,
also.
the one that you recommended.
Yeah. You actually just go to Podbean and actually sign up, and you start podcasting on it because you can also, I believe, you can also monetize on it. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Kidogo tu. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, this is podbean.com. Once you are on podbean.com, it can also help you invite guests on your podcast while you're streaming it. You can either do it live or you can upload a recorded one. But doing a live one is also interesting. But apart from that, I was thinking also about the thing which is known as Buy Me a Coffee, which is also like Patreon. You can do exclusive episodes on Buy Me a Coffee, or you can do exclusive episodes on Patreon. Buy Me a Coffee is not hard. You can click on audio post and record an audio on Buy Me a Coffee.
Okay. Oh. I'm
Yeah, so
still
that is
learning.
what it is. Tuko na platforms mingi manze. Kuna
Wow.
platforms mingi manze. So John, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
John, how has it been recording your podcast? Imekuwaje recording your podcast? You're doing it solo ama you're doing it with guest?
You mean recording my first podcast? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing it solo for now, but I'm thinking of how I can involve other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't want it to be just about me and my stories. There's so much to share out here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Na topic decide on topics gani? What will be your specifics discussions? Umeamua discussions zitakuwa on nini mostly?
Uh, Me, since I'm in the mentorship space, definitely itakuwa just about that,
Yeah.
and also sharing
Yeah.
stories. I love hearing people's
Yeah.
stories, so it will be a platform to share stories, experiences, such.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's quite interesting because sometimes people do mentorship is good because you might be able to engage more people on mentorship in different areas. Unajua inaweza kuwa ni arts mentorship, inaweza kuwa ni mentorship in other different areas. So I think it's a positive thing.
yeah, man.
Yeah, me personally nimekuwa niki-involve na business na politics na vitu zina trend. That has been my main focus on the Kenyan podcast. But I also want to become more specific in other areas. You know, when ukiweza ku understand your audiences, I think it might help in terms of shaping the particular topics or shaping the particular focus of your podcast. For KJ umeamua ku focus on what mostly on your podcast?
Okay. Okay, in my new podcast of which nimefanya
Yeah.
just 2 episodes. Episodes 2 ni
Yeah.
mbili. Ya kwanza nimefocus on mental health. Ya pili
Mm.
nimefocus
Mm.
on Gen Z. So I'm trying to be in as much as kuna ile audience nataka kutap in, I'm trying to be diverse. Sitaki to
Oh.
limit na one thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
because I mean I feel
interesting.
like there's
Mm.
huh?
Nasema it's
Yeah, just
interesting.
diversity.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Hiyo ni fresh. So kuna watu tunaweza collaborate nao kwa group. Kuna watu nimeona kina there's a chick called Loki, there's a chick called Miss Shiru. Kuna wase kama wasango kuwa more engaged and more interactive with this thing, I think we might go far with it because we can also discuss ideas on marketing as a group, a collective marketing effort. You see, ikiwa collective marketing effort, it's better because everyone will do their small part na itakuwa na bigger impact. Ama, what's your thoughts on the same? How can we market? How can we help each other market these are content? Anyone can respond. Yeah.
But funny enough, you had brought the issue of even printing T-shirts.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like kama ni hii podcast ya JW ya John, like ana print tu tissue imelabeliwa the JW podcast to create the awareness about that specific podcast. So okay, mtu akitembea tu mahali anaona tu hiyo shati, it brings that awareness that kuna something about the JW podcast that exists, and then anatafuta.
Actually,
Yeah,
leo nilikuwa place na I printed one sample t-shirt for Kenyan podcast. I'll take a picture and I'll share it, and you can also see how I did it. And in case you also need some assistance with that, I'll also set you up with the same guy that printed mine. But yes, printing t-shirts would be nice, and also I guess maybe using blogs also to push the same, and also social media. Venye tumesema, I think pia ni idea fiti kama we can integrate all those things. We can integrate all those things together and tuende wenye tunazisaidiana. So we can also do a live podcast recording to invite wase, especially maybe wase wenye koko group, we can do a live podcast recording and have topics zenye zisha pangwa in advance, and we can also invite audiences. You see, we can have panelists and we can have the audiences, which is another interesting thing that we can do. Ama, what is your just any ideas I'll welcome. Me, I'm just throwing around ideas to whenever tunaweza grow. For John, your mentorship thing can also be nice using having a live session, live session where you're recording live with some of the people that you're mentoring. Ama, what are your ideas on the same?
Yeah, actually, it's that I think actually you've raised a good thing hapo umesema ambia kuingisha watu
Kuinvolve
because
crowd.
kuinvolve us because recently I have a counseling psychologist friend, a student, and we were thinking of starting a small organization. So I think if we can build a platform where we can be here discussing issues, that would be really a great space, especially discussing the different issues. Nimesikia KJ yako kwa mentorship na mental health and such. Na wewe pia side yako ya business na politics. We can find a way to integrate and work together and build something.
Yeah, that is what I'm also looking forward to. And very soon we shall organize a meeting, and maybe we can also involve some of the audiences. Kuna njaro nilikuwa nafikiria jana, we can be sharing tips daily so that we have tips of building a crowd, like kwa group, ama in other places, we can just be sharing tips. Because for me, I think one of the tips and as idea in terms of getting your audiences to be consistent is giving them a shout out. It has a sound easy, but in my realize if I was to give shout out on my podcast on a regular basis, watakuwa na tune in pia just to get that shout out segment. But anyhow, I think we shall continue engaging. For now, I think I'll dash niko na shughuli fulani nataka ni dash out to, but we can have these conference calls every other second and see what we can venye tunaweza jengana. That is me closing out, but you can also throw in what your remarks are as we wind up. KJ ama John?
We'd actually do more of this. We should do this more often, like tusiache hapa cause I mean one of the things yenye ufeli watu ni consistency. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, like kuna ile that there's that aspect of consistency. Alafu kwa hiyo podcast
Yeah.
yako, by the respect to you, umefanya how many episodes nilicheki?
They're
Zilikuwa
about
how
35 now. They're about 35 now.
damn.
Ziko about 35. Yeah.
I mean, I love the consistency, and it's one thing that I'm also trying to emulate because mimi was kwangi consistent sana. So
Oh.
I'm looking forward to that.
Naelewa manze, consistency is a trick. As in consistency, unajua kila msee anajua maybe every week you have 2 episodes, so they are looking for them. So I think consistency ndio key. That is, I totally agree with that. But for John, closing remark yako ni gani tukiwind up? Because tukiwind up.
Yeah. For me, like, yeah, hapo consistency and being caught up. Yeah, bana, hii kitu ina demand.
Naelewa man.
But it can work. Alafu hapo umeongea about doing this thing together. Let's really work on that, because I think podcasting is rising in Kenya right now. I was checking out some of the big podcasts in the country, and I really think if we do something, we can be something. Yeah.
Oh, true. I agree 100%. We shall also involve the other ladies, because the ladies are also very, very much talented now, Kopale, and we'll also bring them on board. But for now, let me just sign out. And niwashukuru manze, I've recorded a bit of this, so I'll also share it with the rest of the farm, and itakuwa ni awesome. Tutazidi tu kujangana, alafu kwa group na on social media, reposting the podcast, the links na kila kitu. For now, let me just thank you manze. Acha tuendelee tuanzie kujangana from this week manze, na tukuwe na hiyo consistency. I guess that tuta succeed in all the ways. Mi kuna time nilikuwa napiga show ya it's like a podcast ya 2 hours, and even a small bit of a podcast ya 5 minutes ama 10 minutes bado unaweza capture so many things, ama a long one, but to engage on those topics as we go on. So acha ni wish the best. KZ Mistari manze, facts on endelea kupush na hii ZW podcast manze. Acha tuzidi kusaidiana na kusapotiana, na I believe tutafika place tunataka kuenda ama.
Yeah, kabisa,
Yeah, cool.
kabisa.
Okay. So thanks man. Alafu probably we'll have another meeting maybe Wednesday or next Saturday, but we'll see how things go. Alafu we'll keep on pushing.
Sawa.
Okay. Poa, thanks. Have a good one. Nashukuru.
Sawa.